Speak the truth in love. You know, the time I found out about my girlfriend being unfaithful, we had a fight once and she said, yes, but those other men treat me good. They tell me nice things. Why do you not do that? I looked at her and my answer was, because I love you. I cannot tell you what you want to hear because I want to impress you. I cannot tell you what you want to hear because I do not want to upset you. I tell you the truth because I care about you and I want you to actually follow the right path. And she was cross with me just because I cared about her and I saw telling her the truth about a situation more important than telling her what she wants to hear just to get into her pants. Speak the truth in love. I respect those that tell me the truth, no matter how hard it is. You know what? It's so easy to forgive a person when they speak the truth. I mean, no matter how much that truth may hurt, always, when people speak the truth, you will be forgiven so much quicker. And I mean, guys, test this out. Whenever you've done something where you lied to a person and they are cross with you, try it. Go to them in truth, speak the truth, and then you will see that that person will forgive you. Maybe not on the spot, but they will forgive you. Because you know what? Speaking the truth shows so much more respect towards a person than when you do not speak the truth. It's funny because we ask God to change our situation, not knowing He puts us in the situation to change us. Guys, I've said so many times that when you ask something of God, that you need to be 100% sure that you are prepared for whatever God may bring into your life to actually change the situation. For example, if you ask God to remove all the liars in your life, do not think that the process will be whatever you have in your head, because 9 out of the 10 times it's a totally different approach. But you know what? The approach that comes from God is a permanent change. Whatever you will go through in the process of removing those people will be so awesome, and it will be on a permanent basis. Because when God changes us, He changes us in guidance, and He changes us permanently. Return to your first love. Now guys, this does not mean your first girlfriend you ever had. And in the Bible as well, when it talks about return to your first love, it literally means return to God. Return your focus to God. Nowadays, the churches and almost every religion is based on following a man. We need to return to God. We should follow God's guidance. To follow a man is not right. To follow Jesus is not right. To follow Muhammad is not right. We need to follow God because God should be our first focus. So return to your first love literally means return to God, guys. Be original. Guys, this is so important in the path or the road that we walk with God. Remember, God created us all in our own uniqueness. Not one person was created the same way. Now our spirit, which is our personality, which is our way of thinking, comes from God. And no spirit God gave to a person that was the same. So we need to be who God created us to be and live in truth, and we will for sure connect with God. If we live a life where we are trying to be like God, or trying to be like Jesus, or trying to be like Muhammad, it is a life that we live in lies. And we will not recognize or know guidance when it comes from God. Adultery, guys. When you go behind your partner's back, I mean being unfaithful. And guys, adultery means if you have a girlfriend and you go behind that person's back and you sleep with someone else, you are committing adultery. Okay, adultery is not bound to a marriage certificate. When you make a promise to a person, that promise is before God and it is valid. And adultery will be committed when you are unfaithful to your girlfriend. And people do not understand this. The enemy has given us a marriage certificate because the enemy always has a plan to bring sin into a person's life. So he tells us now, if you are not married and you don't have a marriage certificate, you are not committing adultery. But you are. If you made a promise to a person and you break it, you commit adultery. Call no man or woman your God upon the earth, for one is your God, which is in heaven. Okay, this little saying was given to me when I read the verse in the Bible that states, call no man upon the earth your father, for one is your Father which is in heaven. God immediately revealed to me that this is false, and that verse is from the enemy. Your father is the person on earth that is either married to your mother or the person that had relations with your mother. Okay, and then after that, God revealed to me what that verse should actually be saying. And the verse should be saying, call no man or woman your God upon the earth, for one is your God which is in heaven. Because the focus should be on God, which is spirit, and not a man or a woman. God's plan is always the best. Sometimes the process is painful and hard. But don't forget that when God is silent, He's doing something great for you. Your miracle may be taking a long time, but God didn't bring you this far to leave you. Now guys, this goes back to being yourself. And the way that God changes us. He changes us permanently. And the way He changes us is never the way that we think it should be. So guys, when God works in your life, it takes a little bit longer. Yes, there may be pain. But this is done because He is allowing us to learn, experience life, gain wisdom, and change permanently. And when we have changed permanently and we have become a better person, everything shall be restored. And our miracle will be so much more powerful when we see it right through. You cannot serve God and mammon. Now guys, this means you cannot serve God and anything else from or of this world, including a man, including a woman, including money, anything that you are worshipping or that takes more of your time is wrong. I mean, why do you want to do that? Even God said, even Jesus said, no man can serve two masters, for you will love the one and not the other, for you will hold to the one and not the other. You cannot serve God and mammon. Now mammon doesn't actually, it means money, but what in this verse is meant doesn't literally only say mammon. It means anything that you worship or that you see as your provider or that you put above God is wrong. We should serve God and we should always be focused on God and not money or anything else. Our churches is not a building for the saved, which has its focus on making a profit. We are the church. We need to love and respect each other the way that God loves and respects us. Now guys, most of the churches today it's a little dress-up party where the people go that think they are saved. These hypocrites that go stand there, but the whole week they were living a certain way, and then the Sunday when they go to church, they actually become a totally different person. They don't swear, they don't do this, they don't do that, because they are pretending to be good now. Now every day is Sunday, because every day God is present. He's not only present in the church building or only present on Sundays. God is present every day. So yes, it is a hospital for the broken. It is not for the saved. Followers by free choice. Now guys, this is so important. The enemy gains followers by fear and by force, because it's the only way that he can gain followers. He will manipulate people to get them to follow him. God is free choice. If you love someone because of free choice, you really truly love that person. If you love someone because of what they do for you, or because of what the money they give you, or because they make your life easier, it's not love. Love should be out of free choice, not because you are trying to gain something all the time. So guys, followers by free choice should be those who follow God. Do not be manipulated or forced to follow anybody or any spirit. And guys,